Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Vibes and Stuff. I'm a resident host, your friend, the number one chief rocker, Uncle Freezy, in the building, coming through to talk that talk the way that we like to have that talk to us. If you're here for the first time, consider subscribing, hitting that like button. Join our ongoing conversation about culture and vibes and stuff. So last week, um, and I'm a little uncomfortable talking about this. So if it seems as if I'm uncomfortable talking about this, I'm very uncomfortable talking about this. So last week or November, I told myself 2025 is gonna be the year, right? 2025 is the year. Not letting nothing stop me, right? Not letting friends, family members, circumstances, bills, jobs, whatever. I'm not gonna let it stop me because I had a plan, and so it was like a 3, 4, maybe 5 year plan leading up to this moment. And so that plan was get your finances in order, get your bills paid down, and then all of that, and then work on fixing you, right? And I say you, not you. I'm saying you as the man that I see in the mirror every day, right? And so, how do I go about fixing myself? And that's a tough conversation to have with yourself. For one, you're not really supposed to be talking to yourself. I have a mic down here, everybody. It's just I have a microphone down there, so it's like, whatever. Right. So you're not really supposed to be talking to yourself, but in a sense, thinking out loud about how I become more of the version of myself that I'd like to be and how I envision myself. Not what society wants me to be, or not going down that path, but what I'd like to be. Right. And what I found is I struggle with a lot of things. I struggle with a lot of things. And I'm not here just bearing my soul on the internet just to for affirmation or to hear things out loud. Basically, what I'm saying is I think I have figured out what it is that prevents me from being the best version of myself. And now that I know, what I realize is knowing is the easy part. Implementation and stamina is the difficult part. Right? Here's my challenge. So my personal challenge, this is me. I'm not saying that you guys, whoever is watching, has the same challenges, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to share mine, and hopefully it helps somebody out there understand how to get better at their challenges. Right? My 2 challenges are I personally don't know how to receive love. That's my number one challenge. I don't know how to receive love. And I know that sounds mad crazy, right? That sounds crazy, right? Until you realize how many other people out there don't know how to receive love. They're guarded. Like you're like, yo, you did good right there. And they be like, yeah, that's what's up. you feel me now that you see like where I'm coming from a little bit, right? I don't know how to receive love. Like when people generally love me, I don't know how to take it. I'm guarded. Like they say that they, you know what I'm saying, they love me or whatever, but when is the bad thing going to happen? Right? Like, and it hinders me from making new friends. It makes me fight a lot. Like I'm always fighting and arguing, even over BS. My second thing is I don't have emotional stamina, right? Like I have physical stamina. I was in Walmart Friday night with Miss Mocha, and we probably did about 30 laps around Walmart. If you ever been, you ever been shopping? You ever been shopping, Like you know what you're looking for, but you can't find it. And you go round and round, right? Chuck Allen is in the building. Salute, Knicks for life, my brother. Salute, my main man, Chuck. That's my guy, man. Listen. The Knicks for life is in the chat. That's one of the people in my life that I generally care about. Right? It's my guy. But on this stamina thing, I do not have emotional stamina. I don't. Everybody has flaws, right? Everybody has flaws. My two flaws are I don't know how to receive love, and that's a major flaw. And I don't have emotional stamina. Now, do I have physical stamina? Do I have physical stamina? Yeah, man. I walked around Walmart Friday night like 30 times looking for the perfect space heater, right? Because the weather's going to be kind of crazy. You don't want to send your light bill through the ceiling. So you're looking for the perfect space heater to put at your desk as you work, right? Not a big one. I don't need a big radiator at my desk, right? I don't need, I don't need the big industrial size blowtorch, drive my light bill up and then having me turning it off, right? Just the perfect size. So we walked around. Stamina is what it is in terms of physical stamina. I have intellectual stamina, right? I have that thing like patience, right? Like you're in a situation where a person needs to grow and things of that sort, or you have to listen to somebody else. So I have the intellectual stamina. But what I don't have is the emotional stamina with myself. That's a thing. Whether we recognize these complexities, whether we recognize the complexity of the human makeup or not, or maybe we do and call it something else, doesn't matter. What does matter is how we handle these things. And I find two of my things are I don't know how to receive love. So there'll be stretches where I feel a void that I can't fill. So I'll buy cars. I'll go out and buy a Mercedes or something to make myself feel better. But the thing is don't matter how many Mercedes you buy, or does it matter how many pair of Jordans you buy, right? Doesn't matter how many necklaces you buy. It doesn't matter how many likes that you get on a video. People hit that heart button. People just jamming that heart button for Uncle Freezy. And sometimes I struggle with understanding that is a form of appreciation, a form of love. And I struggle with that. Now, so with that said, now that you understand parts of my journey, what I'm going to do is outline how I am going to fix it. Understanding that I don't have emotional stamina. My emotional stamina is not where it should be, right? and my receiving of love is not where it should be, I put together something here. I want to share it with you. And maybe it's not perfect. Maybe it's not perfect, but it may be perfect for me. Right? This is what I'm going to do in 2025. Right? This is what I'm going to do in 2025. And I do feel like I have a support system in place that can help me. But even more important to me getting certain helps, I want to see if I can help you, the viewer, the community, the friends. I want to see if I can help you. Right? And so how we do that, how we stick to goals. For one, break goals into small steps, focus on manageable actions to avoid feeling overwhelmed. I'm just going to stop this right here. I want to stop this right here. I want to pause it because this is bonkers, right? The feeling of being overwhelmed. I'm not the only person ever created to feel overwhelmed at times. I've been around people that have become overwhelmed. I've seen it. Shit, I saw it Friday. Sometimes little things will overwhelm us. Right? Sometimes little things will overwhelm us. Anybody here that has been through anything sometimes can feel overwhelmed, especially when an event can be overwhelming. Certain events are created to overwhelm. But the thing is, do you become over? Do you allow yourself to be overwhelmed? Do you have a support system in place? Do they have the emotional stamina to help you not get overwhelmed? The other thing is track your progress. Use a journal, app, calendar, whatever it is, something to stay on course. I have a wall here that I write on, right? I have goals on a wall. I write them. This is my room, right? My little room in here, right? And I write my goals on this wall so that when I come in here, I'll see them, right? I don't have to flip through a calendar. I don't have to go find my journal. Every time I come in here and look to the right, I see them. They're on the wall. One day, when all those goals are accomplished, I'll be able to paint that wall, and that'll be a day. The day that I get to paint that wall, right? Because all those goals are accomplished, will be a great day for me, at least. Right? One of the other things, too, that I'd just like to speak about briefly is celebrating small wins. That's one of the things that has me, one of the things I didn't do and I didn't understand. And so, like for instance, I don't know if you've ever been through this or not, but this will tell you how bizarre goal setting can be. One year, I set out to lose 100 pounds, right? I wanted to get skinny, right? And throughout the year, off and on, off and on, off and on. And so finally, at the end of the year, I had lost 50 pounds. And I was upset with myself because the goal was 100 pounds and I only lost 50. And so what I did So chat and whoever's listening, my goal was to lose 100 pounds, right? Thighs a little big, you know what I'm saying? Got the Santa Claus tummy going, right? Look like the muscle man with the tummy, right? And so my goal was to get rid of this tummy, man, lose about 100 pounds or whatever. And at the end of the year, I didn't lose 100 pounds. I lost 50, but I was upset with myself because I didn't lose 100, even though I lost 50. In hindsight, I should have had enough wherewithal to understand that I shouldn't have an emotional breakdown and just go back to eating the way. I can't lose 100 pounds, so I'm just going to go back to eating the way that I used to eat. See, I didn't have enough wherewithal in that moment because I had been so frustrated with where I had been. I didn't realize where I was, right? I was more focused on where I wanted to go. Where I was, where I wanted to go, even though I made progress and I was in the middle. And so since I didn't reach that goal, it frustrated me. Right? It frustrated me, but it should not have. I should have celebrated the small win to keep myself motivated. And that's what I'm going to say to you. Celebrate small victories. Take those small wins, right? Take those small wins. Stay flexible and adjust your plan if necessary. Don't abandon the goal, but adjust your approach to it over time. Things happen. Say if you walk, right? Tim, what's good, man? Tim is in the building. Salute. I got Tim. What's happening? Say if your goal is to walk a certain distance every day, but it's winter time now. You get off at 5 o'clock, it's dark. You basically wake up in the morning, get ready for work, it's dark. So what adjustment should you make? Maybe using a treadmill is better for you, right? Maybe using a treadmill is better for you than abandoning the goal, period, because not only is it cold outside, it's also dark. Can you make the adjustment? Also, remember why you are doing this in the first place. Why are you doing this in the first place? Revisit the why. Is losing 100 pounds the reason why? Or are you looking to look and feel better is the reason? The why is just as important as the stamina. Remember the why. Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Is it for me to be aesthetically pleasing? Is it for me to look good? If that's your reason, stick with it. Right? If that is your reason, stick with it. Don't matter what other people think. Right? It doesn't matter what other people think. Focus on yourself. Take care of yourself first, and then you can take care of others. Take care of yourself first, and then you can take care of others. My reason why is now that I'm really into my 50s, right? Now that I'm really into my 50s, like this ain't no game. This is not like, oh, you were 49 a couple of years ago. Nah. Now that I'm really into my 50s, I understand that just like the 40s shot by, the 50s are going to shoot by. Right? Before you know it, your man is going to be 60. And I know y'all saying, man, Uncle Freezy, you don't look like you're close to 60. Yeah, I get it. I want to be prepared for it, though. I want to be prepared for it. And how do we do that? You got to build it. Hey, man, discipline and consistency, right? Discipline and consistency, right? Right. The goals, they boost confidence is key. Being confident, clarity and direction, having a clear vision, avoids that feeling of being overwhelmed and scattered. Leads to personal growth. You don't know what you can become on the other side of this. Once you reach that goal, you don't know what you can be on the other side. And for everybody that's looking at you, it provides a positive example. You can be the example for what everybody else sees. And once you achieve your goal, right, there's a sense of fulfillment. Right? There's a sense of fulfillment. So even though I have these things here, I have them listed to share with you on the things that I want to do. Last week, I talked to Fritz Halsenda, right? Me and Fritz were here. We just chopping it up, talking about a few things, what we're going to do for the year. And so what I want to tell you is prepare your goals, have emotional stamina, have that intellectual discernment, have wherewithal, reward yourself, understand your why. And with that said, y'all, I'm your number one Chief Rocker, man. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for watching this. And if this helps somebody out there, get better, then that's the reason why I put all this stuff together. Peace, everybody.